Yeah.
I don't know about anybody else, but when I miss, it makes me feel bad. And then when I look down at what I'm shooting and it makes me feel sick, I feel even worse. Mate, thank you very much, Johnny. A lovely gun.
Shotguns are really expensive, except when they're not. And in this bag, I have a gun that costs about the average day's wage pre-tax, maybe a little bit more. But I bought this out of Holts in the last sealed bid sale. This is a Cromson, a 1970s gun built by Aaron Berry in Eibar in Spain. It cost me £100, which I really think actually represents good value. It's not in good condition. Good condition ones are worth quite a bit of money. This was used in the 1970s by the Spanish Olympic team. Let's have a quick shot. But first, I couldn't obviously wax lyrical about this without bringing in perhaps some more critical people. So I've got Simon Reinhold and Ant McLernan. And together we're going to either rip this apart or big it up. Let's find out if it's any good.
I see what you mean about condition. There's a whacking great split in the top of the right-hand head of the
repaired
stock.
to a high standard.
High standard, yes. And it's showing its age of dings and marks and dents and scratches, but that is all cosmetic. That could have been structural, but it's been fixed. Still locks up all right. It's got that classic Boss-inspired bifurcated lump, low profile.
This was the Spanish punch into the Perazzi market in the 70s.
Yeah, yeah. No, you can see that influence. The proof is going to be in the pulling of the trigger, as always.
Anne, any thoughts?
She's certainly seen a few things. Not particularly pretty.
I think it's beautiful.
Do you?
In its own way. What's cool about this is I've not actually played with it, is these three shims are interchangeable so that you can bend it, drop it, up it, down it, so that every Cromson that the Spanish Olympic team used could be set up for the same people, given if one was to break down.
So that's the first thing I noticed, is that it feels like it's got a bit of cant on the stock.
It's a little straight, a little left-handed, maybe.
Yeah, I've got to sort of crank the shoulder up.
It's because it's a trap gun.
Yeah, but I don't shoot crap, mate, do I?
Well, we're not going to shoot
To
trap
me.
with it either, because life's too short.
It's an Audi. You never told me it was an Audi we were shooting today. Never knew Audi made guns. That's
Well,
wicked.
Audi were actually inspired by this.
Yeah,
The
exactly,
TT
yeah.
is based off of a Cromson action.
This gold inlay of a pigeon with a broken neck is phenomenal.
That's the Cromson logo.
Yeah, well, pigeon with a broken neck.
It's
Nice choice.
It's the post-shot pigeon. You broke its neck with a pellet and it's coming down.
Yeah, it's a successful shot for
Absolutely.
pigeon. Who wants to see live birds on guns anyway?
Well, I love the Phillips screw at the bottom of the floor plate as well.
Yeah,
That's
that
nice.
is, you know,
Come on,
everyone's
this is
got one of them.
Spain trying to hit into the over-under market. Admire it.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, let's shoot
It's
it.
as hand-built as any gun we've shot in a long time, apart from you.
And as any of them that we've played about with, tried to kill and tried to repair in the past, you don't really get a feel for them until you shoot them.
No.
So let's give it a go.
100 quid, gents. I just need you to bear in mind,
100 quid. What do you get for 100 quid in the
You
world
can
of
take your
guns?
missus out for dinner, have a few beers, and get a taxi home. All right, let's just shoot the workout, shall we? That's some choke. Remember why I like this gun.
Yeah, it breaks stuff.
Hey, nasty.
There you go.
But you can use it.
And it's a full house.
So,
So it
there's
works.
nothing wrong with the gun. It works. You can clearly shoot it. Does that mean that it's going to be bad news for me and Simon being normal-shaped men?
This is a 14-inch stock, gentlemen. This is for you.
I don't know. 14
You are the most Spanish-shaped person I know who isn't Spanish.
Yeah, but 14 inches is pretty big. I heard.
Come on, I heard you like tapas. Get on. Really like that gun. It's as old as
Make the
Simon. And that's old.
What's the sound?
Thanks, mate. I'm wearing it well, I'm told.
Yeah, but you've had less use than that gun.
Cheating. He's having two at each. Oh!
Fire.
Nope. Again.
Open it and close it like a normal human. You just broke my 100 quid gun. You've broken my gun.
That was a short video.
Wow.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much
Thank
for
you very
tuning
much
in.
for watching, everybody. But it turns out 100 quid, you might as well throw it in the bin. That's why he's got a broken neck pigeon.
I mean, I've not had any issues with this. I give
Don't
it
blame
to you
on me.
once.
Well,
You
paid
broke my gun.
£100. You paid £100 for a
guess.
piece of scrap, and now you're moaning that I broke it.
Luckily, Craig over in the Barbary gun room lent me this tool, and I went to go and fix what you broke on my gun.
How did I break it then? Tell me.
You played with the damn safety catch. You're not supposed to play with the safety catch.
How dare I?
And you snapped it in half. But I have fixed it.
Yeah.
I put my old hat back on. We might show you the insides of it because it's actually really nicely finished. Unsurprisingly, because they thought they were good enough to give to the Spanish team, who came like 6th. Go.
Right, let's try again, shall we? See if it works.
Please don't break it again. I genuinely can't believe you broke my gun. So one day when I break one of your guns, I don't want you to get angry. Is that okay?
So getting away from the ugliness.
It's not ugly.
It's very ugly. It's ugly.
How is it ugly? It's a black action with gold lines on. People would charge you £1 billion and say that's the new model.
It used to be black, now it's black and silver
So,
and a bit of rust.
When this was new, do you think it would have been pretty?
Yes, but it wouldn't have been 100 quid when it was new. It handles pretty well. It shoots things.
It's a tool for a job, isn't it?
Tool for a job, and if that's all you had, it would be a very reasonable gun to have for £100 that would make it work, wouldn't it?
I think it's worth more than £100. I've shot it a few times. Sash has shot it, Ed Solomon's has shot it. In fact, most people have had a go with that gun on our journey.
I haven't had a go
Taken it
yet.
a few different places.
I haven't had a go yet.
Have you not?
I better have a go.
Oh, sorry, it's been so long because he broke my gun that I've forgotten.
Don't play with the safety catch.
There's some uncertainty as it closes, but it's fine. But when you connect, there's no doubt, is there? It's empty, yeah, for a lefty.
It's a little left, a little high, but it does have this cool shim system.
Which allows you to vary it yourself.
That if you could find some shims from 1975, you could probably put it back where it needs to be, or you could make one.
You could make
Like,
it
you could 3D print one, it wouldn't be too hard.
I'll play with the safety catch. I'll play with the safety catch.
It's all right, it doesn't work anyway.
Christ, why am I struggling with that target?
I don't know, but it is making me feel more normal to watch Simon Reinhold struggle with something.
Yeah, I do like it.
I mean, come on, gentlemen. I know you're bitching because you broke it and you couldn't shoot that seabird with it. From the very basic principle of a gun that is safe to shoot.
And it is that. And it handles reasonably well. And if it was cast for a righty, I'm sure I would shoot it better.
Yeah.
But you can still shoot it as it is.
But it does handle exceptionally for £100.
Yeah, for £100. You could take that and go out and compete with it today.
I really do think you could. When we were in Spain,
Maybe in
I
Siglas.
saw 2 or 3 people shooting with guns based off the Aaron Berry action.
Yeah.
They're still in use, just
Yeah.
not in the UK.
Nope. I mean, it's not. It was nicely put together. It's been, for the cartridges this must have shot in its life, it's still all there.
Yeah, that's something.
And the ejectors still work just fine.
Safety catch doesn't work anymore, but that's fine.
It's not that rattly. It's not too
It's
rattly,
not.
is it?
No,
quite
it's really
sturdy
not.
together.
47 years that safety catch worked for.
Until it was given to a Yorkshireman.
You know, the woodwork is still up against the metalwork.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a hand built over and under,
Yeah.
like, by as much as I can see. For £100. I mean, Holts is a fine place to find things, and I rarely take too many gambles. I buy a lot of junk, but I always pay a bit more attention to it than I should.
Yeah.
That I bought basically blind.
Yeah.
I looked at it for 2 seconds during a 100 Guns at Holts video. I
and
thought,
went, I'll have that.
it's £100. What's the worst that could happen? The safety catch could break. But Kriegoffs, you can lock them off, and that's like the cool thing to do. So basically, you've just made this more valuable.
Well,
Thank
there
you.
we go. No worries, mate. Anytime.
Given the punishment it has seen in its life, and it's seen a lot of punishment, not just in Ant's hands, it's shootable and in good order for what we've just done and had a bit of fun with it. If you replaced, I mean, that screw may even be original, to be honest with you, I don't know. But if you re-black that completely and then refinish the stock, it'd be a totally different gun.
It would be
Then
spanking.
put it in a furnace, melted it down completely, use that block of metal that you're left with to build a decent gun out of. You could have a cracking gun for £100, no bother.
So I propose 2 things. Firstly, I want to show you the insides because I was actually really impressed by what was in
Yeah,
there.
I bet.
But firstly, I think we should go and have a competition with it.
Yeah,
Alright.
before you take it apart and anything else falls off of it, let's go have a quick comp.
So I think we should shoot it first, just in case he breaks it again.
Okay, yeah.
We haven't
Get
got
it,
all
but
day.
Get it in first, yeah.
I don't really want to do this one anymore. What's the worst that could happen? I've lost already today, like 4 times. Yeah!
You show pony.
That was the luckiest chip in the world.
That'll do. Hex screw in your pocket just in case.
Well, you know.
Take that with me, please, in case it breaks again.
I better have that. Oh, I see, yes.
There we go, we're bringing it back now. I tell you what, ain't that hard a pair of targets either. But having like 16 people breathing down your neck doesn't hurt, does it? 3 out of 10, I'm not last.
I think it's safe to say, Johnny, that is god awful. If there's any
Captain of everything.
Work, it's Simon Reinhold.
He's well known for loving big, heavy 70s Spanish trap guns.
Yeah, that's what I heard too.
Oh. No!
See? It's just not as easy as it
It's
looks.
not.
That is a devilish pair, that is a Josh Brown pair.
Yeah.
Looks like you should be able to crush it, nowhere near it. That's the
But
only
only
way.
just and not convincing. Trying to compensate for quite a lefty gun as a naturally right-handed
So
shooter.
it's all quite high. It is not a quality fit for sporting clays.
No,
The
it's
Sport
not.
Trap, I think we just about got away with it.
Yeah,
But you're very, on most of them, you're quite close. It's quite nippy. You can get away with a lot. Where you need a line on
Yeah.
a longer target,
It's tricky.
it's extremely tricky.
It makes a tricky target.
You've got to cant the
even
gun
trickier.
because it's set up left-handed. You've got to cant the gun into yourself. Get your head over.
I had to
try
get
and
my head
square
over.
yourself up.
Yeah.
So are we just going to pull the same old line of gun fits everything?
No, you should be able
'cause
to
looks-
adjust
A bit.
a bit, but the problem comes down to if you're used to it shooting where you're looking, like a properly fitting gun does. That is the bit you have to adjust most. Is not to lose that part of your brain that says I can shoot where I'm looking.
It takes a chunk of your brain and devotes it to a slightly different thing as
Yeah.
opposed to focusing on just,
Yeah. So it's not only a physical change, is my point. It's also a mental change.
well,
I think you judge guns on how well you can shoot it. I think we've just proven that I especially cannot shoot this gun. Whether you like the look of this gun, it makes me sick in my mouth. I don't like the look of this gun. The quality of this gun, which you assure me is a quality made gun,
there it is.
but not anymore.
Can I go and get your Beretta?
I think
Compare and contrast.
I would pass, mate. I'm just going to say it's a pass. It's not a diss of this gun. It's just that I would personally pass on this particular gun.
Look at it objectively. You're starting shooting. 100 quid.
Yeah.
For a gun that you can alter to
Yeah?
a certain degree.
If we
you
had
bring
the
that back-
shims, we could have made it perfect for all of us.
Exactly. If we change the shims to a right-hander, because we're all right-handers and we're all trying to shoot a left-handed gun, it could be a different proposition entirely.
I don't hate it. I
Yeah.
really like it.
I
If
don't either.
The
I
way
didn't-
it moves, the way its shoulders, even if it doesn't fit, there's something about it that just makes you feel good.
Yeah.
And then you pull the trigger and the gun's looking
Yeah.
the wrong direction. But that's fine.
And then
the
it makes you
sport-
feel bad. So all that good feeling it gave you when you looked at it in the
So
first place
here's the difference
is
between you and
replaced
I.
by hate.
Missing doesn't make me feel bad.
No, the Sport Trap showed that
makes
it
me
can be
feel
shot.
bad.
Yeah.
I don't know about anybody else, but when I miss, it makes me feel bad. And then when I look down at what I'm shooting and it makes me feel sick, I feel even worse.
Mate, you must feel bad all the damn time.
Yeah, I do. Most of the time, I'm a miserable person. That's how I work. You know this. At least if it looks good, I can get away with being crap.
I like the
It
way
doesn't
looks.
look good and it doesn't shoot well. So thank you very much, Johnny. A lovely gun.
Thanks for breaking it. Yeah.
100 quid. Well spent.
Natural
You feel
progression,
good
man.
when you miss.
No, I feel nothing.
What a liar! I have shot with you for years, and I know how much of a teddy you throw out of the cot when you
See,
miss.
I'm allowed to spot this because I beat both of you.
Yeah, but you like do 250 cartridges at one clay, throwing the toys out, trying 10 different guns when you can't hit it, and then cry about it for the rest of the
I
year.
usually find it.
Yeah, but you don't. It's not like you don't mind missing, is it? Because you're a right little paddy. Don't give me such bull.
And I'm smiling because he broke your gun, I didn't, and he's still playing with a safety cat.
At least I can't break it anymore.
No.
If you're prepared to spend a little bit on a gun that you buy cheaply to get it back up to fettle, you have to sometimes take a chance. But more often than not, the guns that were built well to start with are rescuable. Guns that were not built well to start with are not rescuable. So let's put it that way.
I have a hankering to do that up and make it fit.
Yeah.
And I don't know why.
Yeah.
But you've just said you bought this for 100 quid.
Yeah.
You're going to pay 800 quid to have it refurbished.
Well, I
That's
do have
now
some
a
favours that I could pull
£900
in.
gun.
Like, it's a beautiful thing.
Do you know what I could go and buy for 900 quid? A
What
gun
we
that I
played
like.
gun.
A gun that I like, that fits me and shoots well.
Come on then. No one's stopping you, mate.
No, I'm just making
Just
the
because
point
you
why
shot
I'm
like a
making
tit with it, you don't have to hate it.
it. I do. Go on, take it off me. I don't want to hold it anymore.
Do you need a moment by yourself?
I'm going
Really
home,
upsetting
yeah.
that.
He really has been upset by this gun.
It has upset me. I don't like it.
Thank you for watching, guys. This channel is made possible by our amazing sponsors. You can find out more about them in the description down below. And if you want to support the channel, you can join as a member. You get loads of extra content, well, some extra content, and occasionally we hook up and go clay shooting together as a membership group. If you don't feel like joining today, we really appreciate you watching and subscribing. Have a wonderful day.